So if you had municipal bonds outside of an IRA back then, it was an I forgot what they called it. I think it was just an individual retirement savings plan. They called it something different. But suppose you had it in an IRA. That's the same as adjusted gross income. But if you had the money into a brokerage account and it was tax exempt, you had municipal bonds in that brokerage account. Well, now they're factoring that back in. Now that's already the law. But what else could the government do right now? I want you to think about this. What about Roth IRAs? Roth 401ks? They say it's going to be tax-free, right? Well, they already changed the rules for this calculation to say it's still going to be federal tax-free, but we're going to add this back in and we're just going to make your Social Security taxable because you have so much more money in a Roth IRA that you pulled it out. We're going to make that happen. Now, that's not the tax law right now. I predict it one day it will be. However, we are currently recording this in March of 2025. This is the third full month now of President Trump, and President Trump promised not to tax Social Security anymore. We will see if that happens. And if it does happen, I want to see if he does it responsibly. So what is that? $75 more per month. It's not going to break you, but it sure is annoying, right? Because there's no additional benefit. Now, the higher up you go, the more you're going to pay, again, for the same service. So imagine if you're retiring on $500,000 a year. You're going to pay $630 essentially for what costs everybody else $185 because you have it. So it's annoying. It's just a fact, right? That's the hardest part. That's why I wanted to help people along the way. Let's get you structured before the retirement date, not when you're working for a big company and they say, you know, we're going to offer you a 30-day buyout option so you can retire now and get your pension and your 401k and everything else. And then you come into a financial advisor's office and say, well, I wonder if I should take this or not. Why weren't you in the office 5 years before, 10 years before?